Hey you guys, welcome back to Find Some Food with Friends. Today we are in the kitchen, and today I am going to be making brown stew chicken with rice and peas and fried plantains. Now, this is a traditional Caribbean dish, and I have actually come to love this dish so much. I am so fond of it. So, first, what we are going to be doing is our rice and peas, which is rice cooked in coconut milk with some red kidney beans. This is absolutely delicious, and it is a must-have with brown stew chicken. Like, I can't get enough of this stuff. And I know y'all are looking at me and y'all are like, oh, he's so skinny. How does he eat food like that all the time and stay so skinny? Mind your business. Alright, so what I have going right here is 1 cup of beans, and I'm going to turn the flip, kind of show y'all what I've got going. If I can get my tripod to stabilize. Alright, so I've got my 1 cup of red beans that I've been cooking in there. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add some seasonings to it. So, what I'm adding in first is some adobo. And as y'all see, I don't measure with my seasonings. I'm very heavy-handed with my seasoning. I've got some garlic powder. Some fresh ground black pepper. Now, we are also going to add in some star anise and some freshly grated nutmeg and some allspice or pimento berries. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and toss in two star anises, which are these right here. These smell so good. I love them so much. I use them in everything, and everybody tells me I use them way too much. That's alright. And to this, we're also going to go ahead and add some freshly ground nutmeg. Now, if any of y'all have never seen it before, I'll go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. So this right here is nutmeg before it's ground. Now this is the best way to enjoy like the flavor of it and have that seasoning last you. So I'm just taking some of this nutmeg and I'm just going to grate it. Again, not really measuring, just kind of doing that. And once you've grated it, this is what the inside looks like. I think that is an absolutely beautiful seed. So gorgeous. And it smells so good. Now, I don't have any allspice berries or pimento berries, but I do have ground allspice, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss some of that in there. Again, not really measuring, just kind of tossing it in. And we're just going to let that simmer and cook for a while until the beans are done. Now, once they are done, I will be back with y'all to let y'all know what else we are adding in there. Actually, I think they're almost ready. We might add a little bit more water to this. what I'm also gonna do is toss in some chicken bouillon, just to help kind of punch that flavor out. Give that a good stir. We're just gonna let this cook for a little bit and let all of those flavors kind of come together. Alright, you guys, so I've had this kind of simmering for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so. To this now, what I'm going to be doing is adding a half of a diced onion, as well as 3 cloves of thinly sliced garlic, as well as about a 1-inch knob of ginger. And the ginger we are going to take out later on, but we're going to go ahead and get that crushed first. It smells so fragrant. So good, y'all. And then we're also going to add a spoonful of our homemade green seasoning, and that's just to help kind of punch it up, give it some more flavor, make it taste really, really good. Give that a quick stir. And just kind of let this all kind of cook together for a little while longer. You know what? Also, go ahead and throw in a fresh sprig or 2 of thyme right now. That way it really has time to penetrate into those beans and add that extra flavor to them. So we're just going to go ahead and throw 3 sprigs in there, and we're just going to let that kind of cook. Alright, so we have our peas going over here still too. They did get a little bit dried out, so I added a little bit more water to them. But to that, what we want to add is 1 can of coconut milk. And I use the Grace brand coconut milk that comes from the Caribbean. Give that a good stir. Get that color going in there. Now to this, you want to go ahead and add depending on how big of a pot you're doing. Now I did a pot of 1 cup of red beans. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. 1 cup of rice. Now I am using parboiled rice. So we've got that rice put in there. Now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to let this steam. So we're going to turn this down to low and cover it and just let it steam until it is finally fully cooked. We're also going to go ahead and float a Scotch bonnet or habanero pepper on top just to help give it some of that flavor. So again, we're just going to let this steam until those beans are cooked, the rice is cooked, and this has all come together. This is the rice and peas that we were doing earlier. As you can see, it's done cooking and steaming. It's just going to sit there while the brown stew chicken cooks down.